on Nextdoor Radio, nextdoorradio.com, and the Nextdoor Radio app. My name is Trace Now. We appreciate you tuning in here this morning. We are live. Our phone number 919-618-9258 as we continue the upcoming local election coverage. Guillermo Nurse, candidate for Oxford Mayor, joins us here. Good morning, sir. How are you?
Good morning, Trey, and all the fans and the radio listeners for your excellent radio station and all your programs.
I appreciate you, my friend. But for those that are tuning in for the very first time and those are just now starting to look into the voting process, let's do a quick little 30-second infomercial on who you are and what you do.
Hi, good morning, everyone. I think this is my fifth or sixth show. My name is Guillermo Nurse. I'm a retired Navy veteran. I'm a member of the planning board for the city, and I'm running for mayor office here in Oxford. And what did I do? I do so much things. I try to meet everyone. I try to get involved in everything that's going on in the city. Like working with the small businesses at their locations to help them out if they need any help. And I'm always been on call for everyone.
There you go. Of course, one of the biggest dogs in all of Granville County. We do know that because I see it walking down the street. So there's that. That's a large animal.
Yes,
I love it. Again, my name is Trace Nine, a part of our local talk program here on Nextdoor Radio, nextdoorradio.com, the Nextdoor Radio app. So when you say candidate for mayor and the title of mayor, what does that truly mean here for Granville County?
The mayor, it's not what it is on paper. On paper, it's just basically they run the board and they say ceremonial and stuff like that. In real life, the mayor is the focal point that all citizens turn to bring their issues, their complaints, and look for solution. The mayor does a lot. He takes all these things and takes it to the board, works with the city manager. So it's not just a ceremonial position. I think back then they listed it as that, but it's a big responsibility, and you got to be ready for it. And if you can't do it, then you need to back away.
Yeah. And so what are some of the challenges that you're seeing so far, really during your leading up to the candidacy for mayor? What are some of the challenges that you're seeing?
Well, challenges right now, everything's been going fine till lately. The campaign has been changed. Negative attacks, not from my opponent directly, but I've got negative attacks from some people that you see down the street. They've made a yard sign business in their front yard. But what challenges I see is the biggest challenge was knocking the door, reaching to everyone. And we have knocked over 3,000 doors. Me personally, my team is probably wrapped up about 4,000 and keep doing it. Today, as we continue, we're knocking the door. The big challenge is to get to the people. Everyone wants to tell you the issues. Everyone wants to give you the ideas. People are asking you to do items that you can't promise right now, but you do take them down and you want to work with them. And that's part of the reason I want to form a focus group in every area of the city where we can get together and really put in black and white and details how to find solutions to these problems in those areas.
Guillermo Nurse joins us here, candidate for Oxford Mayor, on a part of our local talk program and the continued coverage of our local election coverage. And so you mentioned a little bit some of the problems that when you knock on these doors, you're hearing a few different things. Are you allowed to name some of those if you can?
Well, the biggest thing that you knock on the door as is communication. At one time, policing was the top object. It's still up there, but communication. The citizens are saying they don't know what's happening in the city. They don't have any response. What's issues that they're experiencing, and they don't really know how to turn to because they don't get any response. And one of the things I want to do is make sure I communicate with the citizens of Oxford and respond to them. They want to know when things are going to be repaired, why such and such item not right. So we got to get that to them and respond to them. The other big thing that's a real topic came up is the education system. A lot of parents are really not happy with the way the education system is turned in the county. And the other thing is Parks and Recs. They need more for their kids, more for not just kids, for the seniors. everyone in the community needs more to do. So there's a lot of challenges. There's a lot of items. I can probably sit down and write about 50 of them, but there's a lot of items we got to go to.
Gamma Nurse joins us here, candidate for Oxford mayor, part of our local election coverage here on Next Door Radio. So you have the opportunity to become mayor here in Oxford. What are your first couple agenda assignments that you really want to kind of focus on after potentially getting into office?
Well, the first thing I want to do is, which I've started doing, I want to sit down with the city manager, get up to speed of his vision, what's going on in the city, sit with the different department heads, which I'm doing already, listen to them and see what they have, what's making their job, if it's helping or what's not helping them. Once I do that, I want to start meeting with the citizens, and we got to get them involved in every decision we make. We have a handful. We want to get them involved and make them be part of the solution.
Again, Gamma Nurse joins us here, part of our local talk program here, the local election coverage here on Next Door Radio. So what are some of the conversations you had, if you're allowed to, regarding the board or the city manager or anything like that?
Well, right now with the city manager, I thought it was out of respect for Brent, because I've been in position of leadership, and that's what makes me take on this position, because I've been a leader in 22 years and even had my own business and stuff like that. And I thought it was out of respect to just become and meet the city manager and just get to know him. And first thing I said to him, I don't want to get in depth on what's the daily operation of the city. I just wanted to be familiar with you. But I've met with some of the department heads. The biggest, I met with the fire chief. This guy's sharp. Fire chief is sharp. We saw a lot of views and things out of the water system is handled down at the fire department. The trucks get their water. That's the issue. It's not a fire chief issue, but he takes care of it. I met with the police chief. There's a lot of issues we talked about. I don't want to really get in detail and say their issues, but the biggest one, which is closest to my heart, is public works. I did public work director job in the military, and I know what it is to run a public works department. I know what a public works department needs to operate, and they don't have what they need. They're very limited in what they have to do their job. So with the growth coming, we got to be able to meet all these needs. We got to be able to plan and do a strategic operating plan. So as we grow, we need everything in place of how we going to handle it. The fire department needs another fire station. The police department needs a definitely new police department, because the building they have is no good. The building they have is got some issues. There's some health issues in that spot. It's got mold growing inside of it. There's certain areas of the building that's sunk inside because the land that it was built on was not the appropriate land. It was not ready for it. So there's a lot of issues. Public Works could take a new building, and just a lot of issues. And how we gonna get to that? It's got to really sit down and plan it. We can't. And we're not ready to jump right in, but we have to plan and look at a 10, 15-year plan down the road.
Well, you mentioned that, and I don't know if you have this answer, and I don't mean to throw you on the bus if you don't, but where's that money? Because, of course, that takes money. Where is that coming from if we don't have the current budget to be able to do that?
Well, one of the things that several commissioners that are running right now are pushing, and even mentioned lately in their city meetings, we need to hire a grant writer, either by directly hired or bring someone to work directly for commission. A lot of money is out there with grants. We just got to reach out and get to it. If you look at our Raleigh, our Durham, our Morrisville, these cities are getting money because they're going through grants, and the money's there. We just got to go out and get it. We don't have that money in our pocket right now to do it, but going through grants and writing the grants, get an excellent grant writer and team, we can get the money we need to do all this stuff.
Gamma Nurse joins us here, candidate for Oxford mayor, part of our local election coverage here in Granville County, course, on our local talk program. We like to finish these programs on open the floor. Last 2 minutes, the floor is open, my friend.
Trey, I've been here. I've been walking the city. I've been talking to everyone. Everyone approached me. I've always said I'm open to talk to anyone, no matter what gender, what race, what their political views as, and I want to keep that up. I feel that the citizens come right up to me. They talk to me. We sit down. We can meet in Strong Arm. We can meet in Earlfield. We meet everywhere we go. Down at Toro's, down at Little Caesars, at Main Street Fitness, and talk to people and listen to what the community is saying, because that's the only way you can get this city united. And one of my drive is to get the city united. We have a little divided city. Is it hard work to do? No. We can get the city united, and the only way we're going to move forward is uniting the city, get everybody, business united, citizens united, city, county united, and talking, and the major corporations in town involved. I think we can push it. I think we can make this happen. Obviously, we got the top radio station in the region, and we're moving forward. And I just want to exert everybody. Today, early voting started. Please come out and vote. This is time to vote for a change. And in that change, you want a leader that's ready to take over from day one. You don't want an inexperienced person that has to rely and somebody is pushing. You have a leader here. I've worked on a more stressful situation. I could be been in fire and being in the heat of battle, and I always maintain my calm. I don't get excited. I don't get teed off. There's a lot of things that's been happening, especially in the campaign. I got beer bottles thrown at me, stuff like that. I've got all kind of words to yell at me, but that's the life. I'm ready for it. I'm not going to react to it. I'm better. So I'm going to just stay positive. And you have a leader here that can step in from day one. Thank you, Oxford. Please vote.
Yemenite Nurse candidate for Oxford Mayor joins us here on our local election coverage, a part of our local talk program. My friend, God bless you. Thank you. And we'll welcome you back. And again, go out and vote. Starts today. Early voting starts today here in Granville County. God bless you, my friend.
Gracias, mi amigo.
Until next time, my name is Trace Nine on behalf of our local talk program. God bless. We'll see you later.